Hi guys, my name is Dmitro, I am ambassador at SafeStake, and in this video I would like to show you how to set up a validator for a SafeStake network testnet. As you probably know, currently SafeStake has an ongoing incentivized testnet, and everybody from our community can support our project, take part in our incentivized testnet, and to win rewards by becoming one of our validators or operators. To run a validator with a SafeStake network, first thing you need to do is to go to our testnet webpage, which is testnet.safestake.xyz, and to select Create New Validator. This will bring you to Ethereum Launchpad webpage, where you should follow Ethereum's Launchpad instructions to set up a new validator, and then you should connect this validator to a SafeStake network. When we are on Ethereum Launchpad webpage, we just click on Become a Validator, and we will see 10 blocks of useful information about actual process of validation. So I suggest you to read these blocks one by one, so you could have understanding which risks you may have during setup process and during actual validation process. As I read it already before, I just click it till the last block by clicking on continue every time. Next thing you'll see choose execution client window. For this guide, I just select on go option and press continue. For consensus client window, I'll select Lighthouse with Rust option. Next thing we need to do is to generate keys for our validator. So first of all, we need to type how many validators we would like to run. In my case, it will be one validator. Then we need to select system that we'll be using. In my case, it will be Windows. And then we would like to select actual way how we will generate our keys. In my video, I will be doing graphical user interface application, which I'll download from a GitHub. If you will be doing the same methodology, please double check actual website from which you will be downloading files. When the application is up and running, click on Create New Secret Recovery Phrase and select Galileo Testnet. Then you'll see 4 steps that what you should do to create keys for your validator, and press on create. Then you'll see your secret recovery phrase. I suggest to save it somewhere in the safe place where nobody can access it. In my particular case, of course, I'll regenerate keys, but just show you how it should look like. Then we should fill in a password 2 times and select a folder to which we would like to save our key files. As you can see that in folder which I provided during setup process, now I have 2 additional files. It's a deposit data JSON file and key store JSON file. Also have a txt file with a recovery phrase I also saved during setup process. Now we go back to our Ethereum Launchpad and check mark I'm keeping my keys safe and press continue. Then we need to upload deposit data JSON file that we just generated using a graphical user interface application. We can use it using simply drag and drop process. Then we have to make sure that we have wallet connected to Ethereum Launchpad website and that we have 32 Galileo is on it, so we can use it to run our validator. We click on all check marks and also suggest you to read information there, so you will have better understanding of validation process. Then we have to send our 32 Galileo is to a deposit contract and wait when the transaction is completed. When the transaction is completed successfully, we just click on continue button and we see the information that our stake has reached the deposit contract. That means that now all we need to do is to set up this validator on a SafeStake network. For that, we just go back to a SafeStake testnet website, which is testnet.safestake.xyz. And instead of create new validator, we select import existed. Then we will need to drag and drop our keystore file that we also generated using graphical user interface application, and to type a password that we will be using. The next thing we need to do is to select a list of operators to run our validator. This is a very important step because if one or more operators have inactive status, then performance of your validator will be decreasing. For that, before selecting operator, I suggest you to check how many validators it has, what's the performance of this operator, so we can be sure you select good operators for your validator. You will also have a chance to check your validator on the Explorer. For now, your validator will have inactive status because it takes 24 hours for validator to become active. Then we go through all the confirmations again, and we need to confirm our operators by sending a transaction. Once the transaction is completed, we can view our validator. As I mentioned, so far it has inactive status, but let's wait 24 hours and check status one more time. As discussed, in 24 hours I'm checking status of our validator one more time. For that I click on My Account tab and see that our validator is active. I go into detailed view and I can see that all of 4 operators are working and have active status. I can see performance. Also, I can go into Explorer and check detailed information on my validator. Guys, I hope this video will be useful for you. Feel free to leave your questions under this YouTube video or in our social media channels, so me or my colleagues could help you with the setup process. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.